Hello, we're back at home after the holidays. We're still in summer, so the sun is shining, as you can see, and we are in the middle of the season for tomatoes and red peppers. So we are going to take advantage of the cheap prices during the season to sun dry both the tomatoes and the red peppers and get them ready for the rest of the year. After sun drying the tomatoes, we will have this result that is nice for pasta, for salads, for veggies. Yeah, it's a base for our cooking during the rest of the year. And this sun dry is going to preserve the tomatoes ready to go. And also, the red peppers will have this shape, and later on you can fry them, and use them with the fish, with different dishes like stews, beans, lentils, and yeah, I usually do this all the summers, and it's also a good way to recycle. This sun dry process will take about 2, 3, 4 days, depending on the hours of daylight that you can take. But in order to improve the process, we are going to use aluminum foil just to reflect on this tray the sunrise. So let's do something like this. Just wrap the tray. Later on, we are going to put here the tomatoes. As you can see, I'm not a very good gift wrapper. And also for the paper, we have this nice board. Perfect. Let's start by splitting the tomatoes, the cherry tomatoes, into halves. But look here, you need to cut in this way so that the seeds and the liquid in the tomato keep this side up. Okay? This way the sun will do its work drying the tomato completely. Okay? Avoid cutting the tomato this other way. Usually it's not as dry as we need it. Okay? Now we have a work to do. So this is our first batch. Yeah, we need to put them on top of the tray. You can see we are halfway there. Let's turn around the tray and keep it working. And we can squeeze this last one in a corner. Okay, we're done. The cherry tomato pie. Put it here. Usually during the day, we will have to move these table legs across the garden to maximize the amount of rays that are going to hit into the tomato herbs. For the red peppers, we need to remove the bottom of the fruit to be able to remove the seeds. See here, and then just split in quarters. Okay, usually like this. What? Put it here, 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 and here. The last one. Remove the back. Halves, quarters. Right. And now the pepper parade. If you don't want the mosquitoes to be on top of your fruits, just use this mosquito fabric to keep them away. So this is it. Remember, try to locate the spot of the trays and the board to maximize the impact of the sun rays. So let's have a look how it goes after the first 30 hours. Let's see. Let's remove the mosquito fabric. And can you see? The tomatoes are starting to get dried. Okay? And they're starting to smell really nice. Let's go with the red peppers. Okay? In order to dry the red peppers properly, you can use these toothsticks and try to do something like this with them. Try to use the stick to expand the fruit so that tomorrow the sunlight will dry better. Okay. This is the second evening. Let's see how it goes. Here, the tomatoes has shrink almost half of the size. Okay, they're starting to occupy less space, and also the red peppers are starting to get transparent, okay, and tight. So everything is going okay. Let's wait until tomorrow. This is the last day for the tomatoes. See here, they're completely dry. They're a little bit stiff, but this is the perfect status for the tomato. The red peppers, they're almost there. They're pretty stiff, pretty dry. Okay, I think one more day will be enough for them. This is the last day for the red peppers. They've been drying for 7 days, and now you can notice that they are very stiff and they're ready. Let's start with the tomatoes. Okay, just separate like in 3 different parts, and each part goes into a different jar. But this is it. Okay, you don't have to do anything other than closing the jar. And now for the red peppers, it's mostly the same, but in my case I usually remove the stick if I can. Finally, the last one. So now start. That's it. So we have taken advantage of the lowest prices of the season. We have our cherry tomatoes ready for the salads, ready for the pasta as well, and also the red peppers ready for the stews, for the lentils, for the migas. If you want to have your tomatoes and your peppers ready during the whole year, just keep them in a dark place. This is what we are going to do here. In the kitchen, put the jar. Here. One last tip. You can take advantage of the aluminum foil just by doing something like this. Fit it tight, put an antenna, and get ready to be safe of the 5th generation waves. So in order to be protected about the evil waves, keep this on top of your head. Nice tip. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See here, they have been shrinking. Now they feed almost half of the previous size. And also, let's see if I can do this. Riego!